Hi, good morning Malaysia. You are watching Coffee Show with me, Umar, as your host for today, and my partner in crime here, Yasminda.
Hello Malaysia, good morning. So how are you today, Umar?
Well, I'm not doing so good, but I guess it's okay. But let's not talk about me.
Okay.
How about you?
I am feeling great today. Do you know why?
I suppose I don't. Why?
It is because we have three special guests today in our studio.
Wow.
We have Tan Sri Alia, our Minister of Tourism.
Alright.
We have Professor Dr. Mahani from MELTA, or known as Malaysia English Language Teaching Association. And last but not least, we have IR Bazila, Senior Engineer from Advanced Semiconductor, which is in a multinational company. First of all, we would like to say thank you very much and welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
Welcome to our show.
Okay, so Umar, why don't you tell our audience what is the topic for our discussion today?
Alright. Well, my honorable guests, today we are going to discuss about the importance of English communication in service organization. So firstly, I would like to explain to you a bit about what service industry actually is. So basically, for your information, service industry refers to a company that offers you intangible products and services. This type of industry also is not only focusing on hospitality, but it also involved in retailing, transportation, distribution, and many more.
Okay, but today, Umar, we are going to focus on hospitality industry, business industry, and education.
Alright.
Okay, so now let's begin by Tan Sri Alia. How are you today, Tan Sri?
Very good, Yasminda.
Okay, so in your opinion, what is the relevance of using English language in hospitality industry?
Okay, Yasminda, thank you. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, do you actually know that tourism is actually the second highest contributor for service organization in Malaysia?
Wow, I didn't know about that.
Okay, it's actually the second highest contributor mid-release after we have 42 increment in the budget of 2012 given by our government, and the sum up is come nearly to 358 billion. So when we talk about the relevance of English in hospitality industry, so based on the statistic that have been done by the Tourism Malaysia, most of our guests is actually from domestic guests. So if you can see the green line on the statistic, it's actually show the difference between the foreign guests and also the domestic guests. So up to 2012, the domestic guests actually dominates, and the difference is actually up to 3.7 million guests for that year alone.
That's big number.
Yes. So we at tourism take this as a challenge because we want to pull more foreign guests. So in order to do this, we have come up with a convention, joining MAFTA and everything. So if we want to talk about the relevance of English in the current hospitality organization, it's actually up to 60 to 40%, which 60 is the English usage and 40 is the Malay usage. So we at the tourism managed to pull a lot of foreign based on the survey. However, when they're here and they are staying at a hotel where the star is at the medium star hotel, for example, to 1 to 3 scale, 1 to 3 star scale, so we found out that actually they have a lack of fluency in talking in English. So we at the tourism is very concerned, and we take this as a challenge to us, and it's actually emphasized the importance of English in hospitality industry. Yes. So if you want to say this, because of the lack of usage in English in this kind of hotel, we saw that they are unable to give correct information. They are unable to spread interesting place and activity, and they also unable to promote great food, great activity, great places. So these have give a bit of challenge to us in a tourism company to maintain the relationship between the foreign guests and also us. So Malaysia is a very diversity country. It have a lot of interesting things. So we at the tourism take this as a great challenge, and we are working to eliminate this. The English, I mean, lack of English fluency.
Okay, thank you Tan Sri Alia for sharing your
Yes.
information with us.
Yes, thank
I'm
you.
learning a new things now, so I hope you guys do too. Okay, and you guys at the home too. I hope you guys learned something from our discussion today. So, Miss Bazila, how English is important in your company?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Umar. Well, English is important in business, and business is a part of service organization. The globalization of business has ensured that more opportunities are available for individuals to build a career. At the same time, being proficient in a field is not just sufficient, rather the capability to market your skills globally has become a priority.
Of course.
In order to be competitive in an international business, so you should have fluency in English to state your ideas or to view clearly. State your ideas or view clearly. Therefore, poor command of language could be a barrier for the employees professional and personal developments. So in the business world, English is used for international communication,
Yes.
top management meetings, and high level negotiations. So English is a preferred language for internal and external communication, inter and intra companies worldwide. So I take myself as an example. Since I'm working in a multinational company, so the customers are from all around the world.
Yes.
So here comes the importance of English, where I have to use English to communicate with the customer, with the clients, since they are from various countries like China or Japan.
Yeah.
So to avoid any misunderstanding while dealing in business.
So, do you mean that English is the only language that you are using in your company?
Yes.
How about a translator? I mean, do you have a translator when dealing a business with client from Japan or Korea?
Yes, we have a translator, but since it will be more convenient if everyone knows English.
Yes, very good.
Okay, thank you Ms. Bazila for sharing your information and your experience regarding on the business industry. Well, we can see here that it is clear that English plays an important role in the in the service industry.
Yes, of course.
And I think that in order to improve the influency of speaking in English, we have to start from the school, college and universities.
Right.
Professor Mahani, I would like to ask, in your experience of teaching, what is your suggestion for best way to improve English among students?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Yasminda. English also plays important roles in education. When you are educated, your academic is well result and you might get a dream careers of yours. And however, the language is not only just vital for your academic and career needs, but also essential for communication and express your feelings effectively. So here, I would like to suggest some of the best way to improve English among students. First of all, this is what most people would advise in order to improve their English is by reading. Yes, reading will do must help. Read anything and everything in English. Okay, you can read storybooks, magazines, comics, and newspaper, and much more. For storybooks, don't force yourself to read something you difficult or something you won't enjoy. Make reading fun. Okay, read books that you enjoy reading most. Okay. Secondly, watch English movies with subtitles. Okay, people normally will have fun while watching their favorite movies, right? And
Yes.
at the same time, they will be able to learn new words and know how to pronounce the word correctly. And by watching English movies with subtitles, this will enable them to understand the meaning of word appropriately. Okay. Apart from that, listening English songs will be a simple best way to learn this language. Okay, as you listen to the songs, you can read the lyrics and sing along the song. Okay. On the other hand, you can start a blog in English. This is one way to practice your writing skills, right? Okay, blog about something you love. If you are fans of movies, start a blog and write about your favorite movies, your favorite characters, what new movie to expect next year, and what you think the movie could improve. And you can write everything about what you like or you want to share with others. Okay. Okay, besides blogging, try joining online forums, engage in online chattings. Okay, last but not least, the most encouraged way to improve English is by speak the language whenever you can. Speak it with your friends and family members. Don't be shy to try speaking their language. Don't be afraid that other will tease you. Okay. In fact, they will admire your confidence and courage. Okay. Mastery a foreign language does not mean your love for your country will fade away, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what other plans or ideas do you have in mind for future programs in using English language?
Yes, Ms. Mahani, do you mind to share your information with us?
Okay. In my opinion, the most important step is to change our English curriculum of education, in which we have to focus more on improving communication skills among students. I also would like to encourage educators out there to teach English language in the class by speaking fully English. I think it is a huge mistake if English teachers use Malay in classroom.
Yes.
But it's fine in primary schools. But in secondary schools, everyone must be brave enough to talk in English. Lastly, school or IPTAs and IPTs should have a day whereas everyone should speak in English, fully English. This will enable students to practice their language with everyone else. Practice make perfect, right?
Okay, thank you Professor Mahani for a very informative explanation. So now we have reached to a corner that we all love most, which is we have one corner where the audience can ask us any questions from Twitter especially. So now let's have a look at our Twitter page. Oh, for your information, you guys can ask us any question. So through Twitter, just type as Coffee Show, and you can ask us any questions on a topic that we are discussing for today. So let's have a look here. Oh, we have one question here from Mr. Awesome. So you guys know who's Mr. Awesome is?
No idea.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the question is about how graduates today can make themselves marketable for hospitality industry. I repeat the questions again. How graduates today can make themselves marketable for hospitality industry. So I guess Tan Sri Alia here can answer these questions.
Yeah, sure, no problem. We at Tourism encourage people to join our tourism industry. But first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Awesome for this question. I believe he's graduates with unemployed out there.
Alright.
So, by the way, other than your personal expertise, first of all, you have to take a course relevant to this industry. And once you have that, there are only two things that I would like to emphasize. The first is confidence, the second thing is English. So that's the only two extra thing that you need. Confidence and
Expertise.
Expertise, yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
sorry,
That's
yes.
okay.
Actually, it's English, my dear.
Oh, English.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
sorry,
you.
I got confused.
No
Yeah.
problem, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay, thank you Tan Sri for answering the question.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so based on our discussion, all I can say is there are many benefits of using English language in
Yes,
the hospitality. In the service organization. And one of the importance is to increase the effectiveness of delivering the information or making negotiation within the company and with the clients.
Yes.
Alright?
Yes,
Yes.
you're right.
Okay, so it seems that we are at the end of our show. Again, we would like to say thank you very much
Thank
to
you,
Tan
guys.
Sri, Professor Mahani and IR Brazila for coming here today. We are very pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So Umar, would like to say anything?
Oh yes. Before we end our show for today, I would like to say thank you to our official sponsor, Bella Catering, for sponsoring our meal for today's, and to Ajan Boutiques
Yes.
for sponsoring our entire today's. So I guess we have that's all for today's. Thank you guys for being here, and that's all. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.
Bye.